Hi, my name's Stuart Waters and I'm a Suffolk-based dance artist, and I play a character called Darren from LOL. And like all the other characters, and the way in which Luca Silvestrini works, there's a little bit of all of us in our characters. So they're fictionalized characters, but they come from a place of truth and a place of deep research throughout the process leading up to press weeks and the premiere of LOL. I think at that point I've been a performer and touring for about 15 years, and it was the first show where I was encouraged to be my first openly gay man character in any of the productions that I'd been in. So that was a really empowering and freeing experience in itself. Although LOL contains quite a lot of laughter, there is a lot of dark undertones, I suppose, as well. And I guess a little bit of melancholy or sadness for all of the characters who are all desperately trying to connect with the accelerating technological and modern world, and as humans trying to find that human connection and trying to work out and find their way through their own characters and through their own stories to finding love. I'll never forget the LOL tour. I think we did 2 to 3 UK tours with a few residencies at the place, press week, and lots of support from DanceEast as well. I think we may even have done our tech. I think we did our tech weeks at DanceEast and press week. Yeah, and then I think the game changer was being invited to the British Council showcase at the Edinburgh Festival, and from there, I think it went on for like another 3 years, and it was fascinating because I think in the UK people were really happy to go and see dance theatre and laugh out loud, and that felt like that was quite a refreshing change for audiences. But going to some of the countries we went to, it was fascinating to see how they reacted to some of the themes and some of the open characters that we've spoken about already. After the Edinburgh Festival, we went on to tour all around Europe, Croatia, Thailand. We did a 3.5 week tour around India, Colombia, the Middle East, and North Africa. So it was absolutely unforgettable experiences, culture shocks. And talking to audiences in those countries with a show about those themes was fascinating, to gain reflection on the amount of freedom that we have here in the UK in terms of how much ownership we have over our identities. So me being an openly gay character was an interesting thing to play in some of the North African and Middle Eastern countries, Palestine, Beirut, Tunisia, Morocco. So a lot of those countries were split between Orthodox Christianity and Islam, so it was interesting to perform for those audiences. It was interesting to perform in Russia and Moscow with the language barrier and having the projection of the Russian language into the space, and that brought a very different feel to the show. I also remember some of the countries had just been allowed by the government to access the internet and Facebook. So we had some absolutely fascinating post-show discussions where the conversations were much, much deeper around our freedom, around our particular characters, and the audiences wanted to really know. It was amazing to take that show to such a diverse group of countries. And share some of our experiences and talk to some of those audiences. Yeah, it was wonderful. I'll never forget it. I think looking back now, what I really enjoyed about LOL was what does it mean to be human? What's it feel like to be human in a world that is growing fast and a world that is growing around communication? It felt like 10 years ago that the world was becoming almost less human, and there was something unhuman about how we were beginning to attach ourselves to devices and laptops and the World Wide Web. What I think is really amazing about technology is that, 10 years ago when we were making LOL, Facebook was still a relatively new thing. And that was where a lot of our researching kind of took place. I also remember us looking at avatars online, and also the kind of language that was developing through emails and text messages. We didn't have Instagram, didn't have Twitter, didn't have Snapchat, didn't have any of these things. So it's been really interesting to see how, what good timing it was in terms of creating a show about these characters that basically were forming relationships with one technology, but also trying to find a new relationship with themselves and with other people through technology. If anything, it still feels completely relevant. I think people are still trying to work out a relationship with technology. Technology is developing so fast. Lockdown has been a really good example of how we've all had to learn how to communicate and work through Zoom and through other platforms of communication. And the bottom line is as well, people are still trying to find love, and people are still trying to find a way of doing that through various means, which keep also growing as well. I hope you enjoy watching LOL and enjoy reflecting with DanceEast, The Place, Protein, and all of the LOL family and performers that performed and toured with LOL over the years. Enjoy!